Yo, what's good with it, Pack fam? This your boy, Mr. Check My Resume. I'm here to bring you my 0-day watch list for December the 16th. We're going to get it cracking without any further delays. The first ticker I want to get into tonight will be Procter & Gamble. The ticker is PG. And so with Procter & Gamble, we're looking at a TTO right now. And looking at a couple of different setups that I want to take advantage of potentially tomorrow. The first of which is a 4-hour setup. We're looking at a 212 to the upside above 151.37 on Procter & Gamble for the 4-hour time frame. And then additionally, we're looking at the daily time frame. We're looking at a 322. Actually, no, it's not a 322. That's actually just a 22 rev to the upside above 152 flat is my level for entry there on Procter & Gamble. And if you've been paying attention to it, it's just been on a straight beam for the last couple of months. And we're looking at a TTO right here to continue moving back in the same direction. So you catch that daily entry or the 4-hour entry, and that should put us back in continuity, which should also push the week back green above that 151.22 level. So we're about 10 cents away from being back to full continuity except for the year. So that's the first one on my list, and that is Procter & Gamble. The second one I have on my list is MO, Altria. So with MO, we are looking at a couple of different things here as well. The first of which, again, I am looking for a TTO to occur here in the staples sector. So first off, I'm looking at a 212 to the upside here on the 4-hour, looking at a level of entry above 47.05. We do have potential to push this one towards the $48 range if we do get some bullish activity tomorrow. Conservatively, I'm looking at a 47.62 level as a target. And then also just to move to the day, there is a second entry on the day. If you're looking for a later entry on the daily, we're looking at a rev strat above 47.13, and that is a 2-2 rev back to the upside. And so again, with staples, we're moving in an uptrend on staples. And so this to me appears to be a TTO, and that is how I am proceeding as such. Moving on, I want to get into the discretionary sector. First of which I want to talk about is a little Vegas, and that is LVS, Las Vegas Sands. We are currently in long positions on LVS, and that thing has been going pretty darn good over this time. And we're looking to continue this move to the upside and take advantage of some short-term volatility tomorrow. So we're looking at this 212 on the 4-hour here above 48.69. We'll be looking this one to take this one north of $49 back to that weekly level broadening formation. So we're looking for a short-term move right back to the BF. That should be a pretty solid trade back to that level. I'm not going to anticipate or have an expectation for anything above that. Even though we may wick above it, I'm really looking for that level to exit my position there. So that should be a pretty decent payout on that short move there on LVS. And then one of its counterparts in the Vegas area, and that is Wynn Resorts. Those of you who know, been tracking with me, I like Wynn a lot. So we're setting up similarly to LVS, although I would say LVS probably has the better looking setup. However, if they do move to the upside tomorrow, I also see LVS pushing up towards maybe an $87 range. First target would be 86.76, and then we're looking at an 87.44 level. So that'll be what I'm looking at on Wynn. I will say LVS looks the better of the two if you were to pick one or the other. So that will conclude what I have in the discretionary sector. So let's move on to my favorite sector of all, and that is the energy sector. I got a couple tickers. Actually, the sector itself looks pretty ripe for a move to the upside tomorrow. And so the first of which I want to talk about is Schlumberger. So with Schlum, it looks as though we have a couple different setups. Actually, the main one I'm looking at is here on the day. Actually, it only has a day setup on Halliburton, excuse me. So we're looking at a rev strat 2-2 back to the upside here. At a level of 36.77. So we're looking for a 2-2 rev to the upside above 36.77. And we have a quarterly broadening formation around just under the $38 level. So we'll be looking to take that trade to that target of the broadening formation, which is a quarterly. just below 38 bucks. And so that'll be what I'll be looking at there if we do indeed get that move on energy tomorrow. So the next one I want to move on and discuss will be MRO. This MRO actually looks probably one of the best, if not the best, that I've seen on the 0-day setups for tomorrow. So a couple different things. Obviously, we are in force on the 4-hour. We had a 312 to the downside. Then we revved right back up, and we are setting up for a 322 on the day here above 27.92 as our level for entry. And we'll be looking to take this one. I do not have broad information drawn on it, but I am looking at a level. I would say, what is this? Like 28 bucks, a little 28.30, north of 28.30. You can do the math on the contracts on that. That is a pretty doggone good payout there for MRO. So be mindful of that level. We are looking to take this one back to the broad information level on MRO. And then last but not least, the last one in the energy sector I want to talk about is Schlumberger, Schlumberger, or Schlum, as we call it in the pack. That boy Sin, shout out that boy Sin. So we're looking at a 4-hour entry as well as a daily entry on SLB. We're looking at a 212 back to the upside here at the level of $50.25 on the 4-hour. And then if you want to take a later entry, we have a 322 set up here on the day. We are looking at an entry, I believe, on the day here above $50.45. And we are targeting this next level broadening formation around 51.50 for our level for entry on SLB. And again, it's had a very strong week on the inside, very strong inside week. So we'll be looking to take this move back to that broadening formation there. And, you know, from a conservative standpoint. And I feel like that's all we need, honestly. So with that, that concludes my list for the week. I don't have a very expansive list, looking really focused in at a couple of sectors. And so with that, Pack family, I'm going to leave it to y'all. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll catch y'all in the morning. We got this chicken to make. Peace.